So, guys, we just finished another amazing boot camp here in Chicago, and I want to ask you some testimonials about this boot camp. So, Bob, tell us something about your life, your experience here.
I'm a software engineer, did that for 22 years, and I've turned into a fitness consultant over the last 8 years. And I'm always looking for new challenges. I've been a lifelong martial artist and heard about Commando Krav Maga from a good friend of mine, Beto Barros, and looked into it. It sounded like something I wanted to try. So he told me he was going to this boot camp, and I thought I'd go. And this boot camp was the most amazing experience I've ever had. And I've done a lot of things in my life, but this boot camp was the most amazing experience I've ever had. And I've done a lot of things in my life, but it was just really an amazing experience. I push myself every year to new limits, past my limits, but this boot camp has taken me way past my limits in a really fun way. The martial art itself is really pragmatic and effective and most importantly useful. So really had a great time.
So you had some martial arts experience before or something. What do you think the difference is?
You know, the difference is this is reality based. It truly is. You know, I thought the history stuff, I loved the 2,000-year-old martial arts are cool and some of the ceremony and the spiritual effects, but this is reality based. And I never really thought about what it would be like to get in a fight in the street, or if somebody pulled a knife on me or a gun. But now I feel I would be prepared for that. Of course, we all want to do whatever we can to avoid those kind of situations, but I feel much more prepared for that. Thank you.
What do you think about this experience?
Well, I've always loved martial arts. I've studied a bunch of them. Learned about Commando Krav Maga a while ago from my good friend Beto, and he thought I'd be a good fit for it. It looked really good on the internet. I trust Beto with pretty much everything, and this has been one hell of an experience. It's forever changed my life, and it's taken me to new limits that I didn't think I've ever been to, and I push myself to new limits all the time.
And tell us, how old are you?
I am 58 years old. 1, 2, 3!
CKM!
CKM!
Yeah. So, my friend Marcos.
Yes.
So, tell us something about your life, your background, your experience here.
Yes, I'm Marcos Barros. I'm from Brazil. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And it was one of the most hard training experience I had in my life. And I can't compare with anything else I had in my life. I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu it's very effective as a competition and everything, a sport, but self-defense, no doubt, Commando Krav Maga it's something amazing. I never saw anything before. And it was an honor training with you too.
So what do you think about this experience in this type of boot camp? This type of, you know, like biomechanically techniques, everything. What do you think about this?
I think it's all the biomechanics and everything is so real as outside, and the training, the reality we get all together and we do the attacks and everything. It's very, very different than all the things I saw in my life. We trained in how to disarm and everything, but never saw like you guys do.
For me, it was a big honor.
For me too.
To teach you, because you are not like a regular black belt, so you are something more.
And I was honored to have you here. You know, I believe we have so many good instructors, but I never have an instructor just like you. Thank you.
So, my friend, my big boy, tell us something about this experience.
I mean, I had a great time. I mean, I loved it. I'm always one. I've always liked to push the edge. You know, I've always, like I said, I spent 3 years with the Rangers. I was born and raised in the Ranger Regiment. And I mean, I know what it's like to get pushed hard. I know what it's like to get pushed to the edge. And after I got, because I've been wrestling since I was 8 years old. And then I got hurt in Iraq. And then after I got hurt, I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to test out my leg and everything else like that. And always pushing, always pushing. And this was another way for me to push, and I've never, since getting out of the military, and I mean, I've trained hard with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and everything else, but I haven't been pushed, honestly, to this level since getting out of the military. And it was also another thing that I was a little worried coming into CKM because, I've been in war, I've done this kind of stuff, and I didn't know how I would react. I didn't know if, stuff would come back and, I'd flip out. I mean, honestly, like, I didn't know. But this gives me reassurance that, boom, like, I'm fine. That, that stuff isn't going to flip out and start tearing someone apart. It's like I still have that cool, calm demeanor, that attitude to still go get the job done, and that's it. You don't have to keep continuing going on and on and on, and it's just phenomenal. Like I love, kind of like what Professor Marco says. I love Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I love it for the grappling, competition, and stuff like that. But when it comes to self-defense, there's nothing more that you can compare it to. Because like I said, I've been in those life and death situations. I know exactly what will work and what won't work. I mean, you don't want to go to the ground when you're in war. You want to take care of the job and get out as fast as possible. So and that's what I love about CKM, is that there's no BS. It's in, it's out. You don't want to leave a trail.
And you did an amazing job.
Thank you very much. It was much an honor. You were a phenomenal instructor.
Thank you.
My friends.
Yes. So, really a big voice, so our friends
No problem.
can hear at home.
Yes.
So tell us something about your background and everything.
Well, some people know already I'm black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu too. I trained with my brother for so many years, and also with these guys. Was my self-improvement boot camp, and it's unbelievable. When I did the test, I couldn't have too much time for training, but I'm back now, and I want to go all the way to the level 8. I want to eat CKM. I want to sleep, wake up, CKM, CKM, CKM.
So you and your brother are amazing martial artists in BJJ, and you got a lot of students. What do you think CKM can give to your students more? Can add to your students?
Well, actually, as soon as you're talking about that, I think everybody that has a background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu will help a lot understanding the biomechanics and everything that CKM is, especially like when we were talking to my brother about the biomechanical part of it. It's just perfect because you take no effort at all to do the technique. It can be a little girl with a big monster and she will be able to do it. And I think that a lot of people that train BJJ understands that concept already. When they get to a certain level, they understand that. And BJJ is a martial art, a sport that we love. It's one sport that we love. CKM is real life. And I think it's totally different paths that you can go, but both together. Because you can do the martial art, you can do the sport, you could compete in the sport, but CKM is the one that's keeping you safe. feel to be always
I really like to conclude this interview. Like everybody, give me the camera. Everybody here. Put your hands here. Everybody. Oh!